This is the realest sports show. See, this is the realest sports show. See, this the realest sports show. And if you ain't have a clue, well, then now you know. Right here is where they discuss the hottest topics. If you think this show ain't the best,
what up, D?
you better stop it. From MLB runs to NFL X's and O's to the NBA's dribbles and shots and pick and rolls. Lulu, Mike, and Mark debating from their souls. No other three can match up toe to toe. The way they be shopping, so much.
You always eating, D. You always eating.
Feelings wanting to get violent, but I promise once they debates get started, it's going to be impossible for you to just
What up,
stop
Dustin,
it.
baby?
So tune in now and stop playing. And by the end of the show,
Hey, blind, baby. I can see all day long.
and stop playing. And I bet by the end of the show, you'll be saying, this
This is the realest sports show. Y'all know the deal. This is the realest sports show, y'all. Show. What's good, peoples? What's good? What's popping out there, everybody? I'm y'all host tonight, Mark, a.k.a. The Vet. Y'all know we live in the building. Back again with Season 7, Episode 2 of the Realest Sports Show. Yes, I said it's Season 7, Episode 2, baby, because, yes, we're getting in there, baby. We about to get into this show tonight, baby. We gonna get into the show tonight. So, I've been looking at this thing. And I just got some breaking news too that I just realized tonight, y'all, that Clay Matthews just signed a 2-year deal to the Rams. Linebacker Clay Matthews, former Packer. He was with the Green Bay Packers, just signed a 2-year deal with the with the LA Rams, y'all. With the LA Rams. How about that? Man, that's a big shot off off the free agency list right now. You know, honestly, yes, I said Oakland. He went to Oakland for 2 years, everybody. Oakland just signed him to up to $16.75 million on a new deal, everybody, on a new deal. That is correct, everybody. New deal worth up to $16.75 million, everybody. Yes, that's what I said too. Wow. And yes, now I can say it. Yes, they let Clay go. They let Clay Matthews go. I don't understand why they let Clay Matthews go. That was the best linebacker on their team. From my standpoint, I can honestly say he was the best linebacker on their team. He averaged, let's see here, 8.5 sacks per season, maybe 10.5 sacks per season on the quarterback. He was a beast. He was a beast. He was a true beast. Now, bring y'all friends on in here, because we're going to debate tonight. Oh, well, you know how that go. Bring your friends on in. Yes, he was unrestricted, so they let him go. Yeah, so, anyways, everybody, the Packers are letting go a lot of people right now. Randall Cobb just signed a 1-year contract to the Dallas Cowboys. So, Cowboy Nation, y'all just welcomed in a new wide receiver to your stat lineup here. And I noticed everybody been posting on Facebook, you know, the Dallas Cowboys lineup and how they will look next year. And, oh my gosh, this is what they're going to look like next year. So, going down the lineup for Dallas Cowboys for this offense of next year, of this season coming up. You will have Dak Prescott. You will have Zeke, Amari Cooper, Randall Cobb, Michael Gallup, Allen Hurns, Tavon Austin, who also just signed out there this week to the Dallas Cowboys. He re-signed back with them. And their all-pro tight end should have been in the Hall of Fame, Jason Witten. I got to give credit where credit is due. This is a lineup that is right then and there. You know, it's going to be a lot of things going out there this year with this Dallas Cowboy lineup. They got a lot of wide receivers. They got an old boy, Jason Witten, out there. You know, I gotta say that I'm impressed with what they've done. I'm impressed. I'm seriously impressed with this Dallas Cowboys lineup and seeing what they got going forward. But as Stephen A. will always say, and as I will always say, what can go wrong will always go wrong with the Dallas Cowboys. So just because they add Jason Witten doesn't really mean that they're going to be this top dollar, this top dollar offense or this top dollar thing. Breaking news, I just signed a contract to play for the Comebacks. 2 years, $8 million. The Raiders are the new Browns. Who's your team? The Raiders, I'm going to honestly say the Raiders are good. He's a Cowboy fan, by the way, Dustin. Y'all know how it is. Oakland is trying to, I guess, rebuild this year. Oakland is going on a rebuild season, and they're rebuilding in a way of saying that they're going to draft people, I'm believing. So they still got Kyler Murray on the market, who just met with the Arizona Cardinals this week. Nah, they don't stink, baby. They don't stink at all. Wait till I get into my Redskins segment of the show. Y'all know how I get into my Redskins segment of the show. Now, as going forward, the Cowboys got a little good team going on here. They really got a little lineup going on. So I'm not really saying I'm shocked by it, but I'm going to say I'm shocked by it. Zeke, this is going to be Zeke's year where he's going to get, I'm going to say Zeke is not going to average 1,000 yards this season. I'm just going to say that out loud right now. Because with all these people that they got out here right now going forward with them, you got a lot of wide receivers that's going to want the ball this year. Randall Cobb is going to want the ball. Amari Cooper's going to want the ball. Dak is going to want the ball. Dak is going to want to run the ball. Dak is going to want to throw the ball downfield. Can you get your quarterback is the question. Can your quarterback stand up in that pocket and hold against the defenses that are coming against them this year, this season? Because in this NFC East, it's going to be a lot of competition, especially with the Eagles this year. Charles said they're going to go 7-9. I got them going at least 6-10. Or you know what? I'll give them a better shot. I'll say 8-8 because of the fact of the matter is that they got to piece this together. They got to gel this team together. So if they go 8-8 at least this year, I think the Dallas Cowboys can still make the playoffs this year. Or this division is going to be left wide open for the offense this year in the NFC East. Let me break that down right quick. Why I say this: the offense is going to be broken down to like this because Washington is picking up new people on offense. They just signed back Adrian Peterson. And they just got, what's my boy name from, we got a quarterback. We got a new quarterback this year. And he's not too shabby. He's not too bad, but he's an okay quarterback. Then, Philadelphia, Carson Wentz. We going to win the NFC East again? No, because then you got to think about Philadelphia too as well. Philadelphia just got back to Deshaun Jackson, and Carson Wentz is planning on coming back healthy this year. Now, as far as the Giants is concerned, I don't think the Giants are going to go anywhere this year. I think the Giants are going to be in the rebuilding season this year and the next following year, which means that they're going to be, I'm ranking them right now, they're going to go maybe win 2 games this year. I think the Giants can win 2 games this year. Just 2. Not a lot of games. Just 2 games. And in their rebuilding season, they're going to put some pieces together behind Eli Manning. They're going to possibly get a new draft. They're probably going to get a new quarterback coming up in next year's draft. That's a quarterback's draft coming out next year. We're going to sweep the Eagles again and New York, and we're not worried about the Portskins. We will be 11-5. We swept them last year because keyword plans, Mark. Okay. As far as last year is concerned, a lot of injuries went on last year. Now you guys got to take into fact the matter is that the Redskins were 6-3 last year. Now, the defense was holding last year. The defense actually held running backs under 100 yards before Alex Smith went down last year. 0-16. I'm not. I preach that. I would preach that for the Giants too next year, for this season coming up too as well. I'm not guaranteeing that they're going to go 0-16, but I think 2-14 would suffice for them, and they get the number one pick for next year's draft if that happens, and then we'll take a quarterback in the next year's draft to be Eli Manning's successor for going forward, going down the drain. I mean, going down in the years. The Eagles let their starting quarterback without without Foles, they done. Okay, everybody's talking about Nick Foles leaving, going out Jacksonville, and he's playing out of Jacksonville. Don't explain nothing, Cowboy fans. They are retarded. A lot of this goes for Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz can actually get the job done, and we have seen it over the years, 2 years. But his health has been a problem, and with his health being a problem, I do foresee if he can stay healthy this year, the Eagles might have a lineup going forward for them, and they might have. Excuse me, everybody. I mean, they might have something going for them. Hold on, everybody. This is David Curry coming in online. Curry online, so we can talk about it. They should draft the quarterback this year, get Haskins. The Giants are not interested in getting Dwayne Haskins at all this year. And I say that because the Giants they're not even scouting him. So, which means that, yeah. Everybody, I want to bring Mr. Curry back. Y'all know he was back here. I told y'all he'd be back this season.
Yo.
What's goody, my brother?
Cracking.
What's cracking lagging? What's poppin', Slime?
Hey, man. Just got finished eating. About to get down.
I hear you, baby. I hear you. So, how do you feel about this new Cowboys lineup and Clay Matthews going towards going to Oakland?
For the Cowboys, it don't matter. I still hate them. I don't care who they get.
Okay.
I'm gonna hate them regardless, but hopefully Randall Cobb will be the missing piece.
Say again?
I said hopefully Randall Cobb will be something that they need to replace Cole Beasley with.
Well, you got to think about this one for a second. Cole Beasley was their go-to guy in case they ran into some problems. He was a positional receiver at that time frame for the Dallas Cowboys. So, and we all know that Dallas still sucks. Eventually, they're still going to suck, whatever the case may be. And what can go wrong will always go wrong for the Dallas Cowboys. So, with that being said, here is this. I do believe if they put Randall Cobb in the game, he's only going to be that positional receiver to get him a first down or two. Amari Cooper is going to go across the field and try to downfield for the catch downfield passes. He's going to be that downfield receiver.
What about Michael Gallup?
Michael Gallup is one of them guys they possibly going to put him in the slot. They're going to possibly put him in the slot receiver position, have him go down, have him do the slant passes and catch across the field. Now, but you still got to think about this one, though. Where is Zeke going to fit in this offense at? As you're building on top of receivers, where is Zeke going to fit in all this?
I mean, Zeke is going to stay where it's been. He's still going to get his carries. But the thing is, I think the reason why they got Randall Cobb is for him to fit in the slot because I think Gallup was going to be their number 2.
Okay.
So I believe they're going to use Randall Cobb in the slot.
Well, even if you put him in the slot position, I still say he's going to be, that person that is going to be a positional receiver. He's going to take the position. He's going to get you a first down. You know who he's going to remind me of? He's going to remind me of another Chris Cooley, I think, believes that. Believe it or not, I think he's going to be another Chris Cooley. Going downfield, catch a first down pass, get out of bounds type receiver. They're going to possibly only use him since he's old. He is old now, remind you, he is old. They're going to possibly just use him and say, well, hey, I need a first down, or I need you to go long for a pass, and that's it. Just be a threat downfield.
I mean, yeah, he's a little seasoned.
Yeah, he's very seasoned. Very, very seasoned. And you know, they say with age comes with kind of a little bit of timing, though. So I had to say, you know, it with age does come with timing, and time comes with age. So if he can't get downfield like he used to, then what's the point of him being on the team?
True that. True that.
You know, Dallas is just trying to keep up with, you know, with teams going forward. And that's my personal opinion. I think they're trying to keep up with the fan. I think they're trying to keep up with the NFC East, because the NFC East is building up on their defense. They're trying to build up on their offense. With the Redskins going down with the Redskins getting a new quarterback and they're signing back Adrian Peterson, the Redskins are trying to go forward. Now with Washington really needs a wide receiver. They just signed a new outside tackle, because you know
Eric Flowers.
Yeah. Now he
Who,
came
by the
from
way, not to knock it, you know, that's cool. We got another tackle since we lost Ty, you know, in the offseason.
right.
But you gotta admit, he played pretty bad.
Who?
Eric Flowers. He got beat pretty
horrible.
bad.
It was horrible.
So it's like, in a way, I'm questioning the signing, to be honest.
Okay.
But at the same time, we need O-line, you know, we need bodies.
Well,
because we cannot have another season like last season with all those linemen hurt like that. We can't afford to.
Okay, out of everybody that was on the line last year for Washington, you lost pretty much 9 linemen last year.
Yeah, but the most important was the starters. You lost Sheriff.
Yes.
You lost Moses.
You
Trent
lost
at one
Trent.
point in time.
Trent came back, but he still.
And then you lost what's the left guard name? The Hawaiian guy.
Sean
Laval.
Laval.
Garbage. I hope they don't re-sign him. I hope they don't.
I don't think they are going to re-sign him. I think he's too much of a garbage player.
But from what I heard, that they may use Eric Flowers as a guard. So they might put him in that. They might put him in that left guard spot.
Now, I agree with that move, but I don't agree with that move, and I'm gonna tell you why I don't agree with that move. I believe we need to go in the draft and go ahead and go draft a left guard. You need to go draft a left guard. Why you still have a chance to in this draft? Now, I'm not saying draft him number 1 overall pick, like number 15. I'm not saying draft him number 15. What I am saying here is that we need to go draft the left guard at least in the 3rd round. Everybody knows wide receivers are going to go first in the 2nd round. Quarterbacks are going first in the first round.
I ain't gonna lie. This is a heavy defensive draft too, though.
So the defense is going first in this draft. Now, you still haven't compensated for Landon Collins to be on the left side. You still haven't compensated for it because the secondary is still suspect.
Well,
in the draft.
To be honest with you, I don't think we're gonna sign another safety. I think they're gonna stay in house and use what we have.
Well, you just got DRC.
Which, I mean, it's okay, but it wouldn't hurt to get somebody with a little more experience.
Right.
But now, I mean, at the end of the day, we got a Giants connection in the secondary because we got DRC.
Yeah. Now with DRC coming out of retirement, he's joining the Washington Redskins. In a sense, I was all in for it. I was like, okay, I was shaky. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, I'm going to say this. I was a little shaky about it because he's coming out of retirement. A little shaky about it. because I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, if you think you still got some juice, you've been out of the game for a year, for what actually for a season, and you're coming back now to say what?
Honestly,
What do you say?
he still can play. Oakland just wasn't the right team for him. Be honest, it wasn't.
I agree with that.
It wasn't. Now, him coming back, that's something we need because we need more veteran presence in our cornerback position.
They said this team put together right now has the best leadership presence right now on this team than they ever had. And
no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
They have better leadership now on defense and offensive side of the ball.
You know
they
what?
have better chemistry. It's like a better balance of rookie players and also veteran players on this team now.
I'm gonna be honest with you. As far as team captains this year, I'm gonna call this and I'm gonna say this right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you know now. On defense, Jonathan Allen's gonna be a captain.
Okay.
Ryan Kerrigan always a daggone captain. That's like every season. That's automatic.
Right.
And to be honest with you, I'm gonna go out and say this: Landon Collins is gonna be a captain this year on the defense.
You know, I was talking to you about that the other day. You know, me and you had a discussion outside of work.
Are we ready to talk about the jersey thing?
We are for a second. We are going
Okay.
to talk about that for a second before we get into other things that are major news that's going on right now too in business. I wanted to get this football topic out the way first, and then I want to get into some basketball too. I had a lot of things to say about basketball going forward. All right, so look, me and you had a discussion outside of work about a couple days ago. Do you think that Landon Collins has now you answer this question to me. I want you to answer this on live and give your real honest opinion on this on live so we can get this all on record so we know what we're talking about here. Now, for all the Redskin fans out there, all the Dallas Cowboy fans out there, everybody that's a fan of Sean Taylor, do you think Landon Collins should get the jersey of 21 going forward this season? Do you think that do you think that with these shoes that he has to fill with wearing 21 in Washington, do you think he has a lot of shoes to fill with this jersey, wearing this jersey? Or do you think that he got to control his own legacy with 21?
Okay. First off, I'm going to start by saying this. No doubt about it, Landon Collins is great. No doubt about it.
Right.
Now, he did wear 21 in New York. That's fine.
Right.
But when you come to Washington, everybody know who 21 is. There's no doubt.
That's true.
Landon Collins, you can model yourself after Sean Taylor. Anybody can model themselves after Sean Taylor. But they will never be, they will never be or ever match up to Sean Taylor.
I agree with that too. I agree with that.
You can't. No safety in the league right now can match up to Sean Taylor. None.
I definitely agree with that.
Now, actually, it was one that came close, but his career ended because he had to retire because of an injury. And you know who I'm talking about?
Who?
Number 31 for the Seahawks, Cam Chancellor.
You know, I was going to say, actually, who really came close to being Sean Taylor and played with Sean Taylor, I was going to say...
I know you ain't talking about Juice.
No, Juice. The boy that got the juice.
If you talk about LaRon Landry, I'm like, get out of here.
Yes.
No.
LaRon Landry get hit, baby. Now, hold on.
Yeah, he's able to hit because of the juice.
Yeah, no, before he had the juice, before the juice, LaRon Landry was the biggest hitter in college football.
Really?
In college football, in that day, in time, before he got signed with the Redskins.
Okay, so you're going to tell me, LaRon Landry was closer to being like Sean Taylor than Cam Chancellor. You really going to tell me that?
Yes. Yes.
Are you crazy?
No.
Are you
I
crazy?
think LeBron Landry, had he had not used the juice and not gone against really what he was going to do, I think that he would have had a chance if he'd have stayed in Washington and actually learned from Sean Taylor and took notes from him.
Dude.
I think he would have had a chance.
LeBron Landry can't hold Cam Chancellor's jockstrap, bruh. I'm sorry.
Hey man, he was a beast in Washington.
If
He
you
was
look at them,
somewhat of a
if you
beast
go
in
look at those highlights, I'm telling you, Cam Chancellor was nobody was messing with Cam Chancellor across that middle. Nobody.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
Now are you talking about prime Chancellor or you talking about new Chancellor?
I'm talking about in Cam Chancellor's playing days before he retired. He was the most feared
Because
safety in the
neck
league.
injury, right?
Okay, but how did he get that neck injury? Laying people out.
Okay. So
Come on, man.
LeBron Landry. Okay, so this is what LeBron Landry did for
No,
Washington.
we ain't call him that. His name is Juice.
Okay. Well,
He got a head like Barry Bonds.
Landry.
He got a head like Barry Bonds. I'm sorry. Juice. He remind me of Mark McGuire.
Okay, let's talk about it for a minute. LeBron Landry for the Washington Redskins. Let's talk about him. He was a good player on safety. He covered his position like he was supposed to. He kind of did a hell of a good job at covering that position, though. So you can't lie. And he was the only one that was right there with Sean Taylor. He was right there with him. He went with Sean Taylor. When Sean Taylor hit somebody, who do you think hit the other person? Landry. They complimented each other a little bit. And if you really want to say this though, Landry was this close to being a great hitter like he was. This close. Not all the way there, but this close to being a big hitter in the NFL. And if he had taken his time, if he had Chad Bailey too, Chad Bailey. I can't forget about Chad.
That'll go.
Chad was great. Chad was great, but Chad had to go. And then that trade right there, I'm gonna tell y'all about that trade. The Chad Bailey trade for Clinton Portis, that kind of goes up in the air for that one. It was a good trade away, and then it was kind of a sucky trade away too. But we ain't on that topic just yet.
To get back on point, I'm done with that. Like I said, Cam Chancellor was
he averaged 8 sacks per season.
Cam Chancellor was my guy, but we gonna go back.
Okay.
Now back to Landon. Honestly, the number 21 is not retired.
It has not been retired.
It has not been retired.
Hey, I'm a Broncos fan. It was great for me.
Hey, no bull. He did. Hey, it was.
What?
It was great. I know I'm talking about Chan Bailey at the Broncos. That was great. That was good for them. That helped him out. It was. That helped him out. You gotta admit.
Clinton Portis coming to Washington and losing to Chan Bailey was good?
Okay, look at here.
Did you say that was good?
When we got Clinton Portis in that trade, it worked out on both ends. We got the running back that we desperately needed.
Okay, but at what
price? I don't know what the whole trade was about. I just know we got Clinton, they got Champ. I don't know.
And if whatever. Who was our running back at that time frame? I cannot remember.
Stephen Davis.
Davis went to Carolina.
That was after.
I know.
But we didn't really have no running back for real. That's why we got Clinton Portis.
Okay, but see, if you wanted to give up that for Champ Bailey, if you wanted to give up that, in my personal opinion, I would give up a draft pick and a bum person, and not got rid of my star cornerback. You can't give up a star cornerback for a star running back. That just don't make sense. You gave up an offense for a defense.
Well, it happened.
Well, we
And I
know
blame
that,
it on
but it
Dan.
worked out
And I
for
blame it
good.
on
It
Dan
did work
Snyder
out
and
for
Vinny Serrato. Anyway, back to this Landon Collins thing.
Okay, so Landon Collins.
But this 21, it holds heavy ground.
It does. It does. It
Because
does.
that 21, that's some big shoes to fill, and that's difficult to play behind. I'm sorry.
I think it'd be a curse.
Sean Taylor was a one-of-a-kind safety.
Yes.
And there will never be another safety like that one. Never.
Do you remember when DJ Spurgeon came here? He wanted to wear number 36. It's cited Sean Taylor.
Yeah, for what he wore when he first started his rookie season. Right.
Now, I think that was a curse. I think that they should go ahead and retire the jerseys, both jerseys, and let them go. Why I say that is because each person that's trying to mimic Sean Taylor coming here has failed. Each person that tried to mimic him has failed. And they failed horribly. And I know the draft picks too, Charles. I know there was. But each person that has tried to mimic Sean Taylor coming here, talking about some, I admire Sean Taylor.